Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Technical Minecraft Survival Guide. So in this episode I want to finish up the trenchers, which if you remember we started in the last episode, but we only did the top trenchers, so the upper trenchers. The upper trenchers make space for the lower trenchers which go all the way down to bedrock. The upper trenchers were too high up to reach all the way down to bedrock, that's why we need two sets of trenchers. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into building them. Alright, so here we are at one of the corners of the perimeter. This is where we're going to be building our small trencher. So this is where we built our upper small trencher. So you can see here was a small trench, and we're going to build another small trencher, but at a lower height. So you just want to go out so that you're at the corner there. So right here, we're at the corner, and then you want to go up so that your Y level is Y69. So yep, you can see we're at Y69 now. I'm actually going to replace that slime block there with scaffolding, but you see we're still at Y69. And then I'm just going to build over a little bit. And again, you can see this is a very corner. So on that corner and that corner, as I said in the last video, you have to offset it by 8 blocks just because of how the world eater tiles. It doesn't come out to be a perfect square just because of how the world eater tiles, as I said. But anyway, so you see this is where we're at the corner. You want to go up 1 here, and you want to go over by 2 and another one. And here's where you're going to build your TNT dupers. So you go like this again, and up 2, and like that, and 2 more there. And then actually didn't place my shulker box down, so I just need to get some stuff here. Detector rail there, some cobble walls right here, and a couple of TNT here and here, and next some dead coral fan here, doesn't matter what type of coral fan it is. Next, I got some minecarts, so I need to place the minecart on the detector rail there, if I can just, yep, there. And now you want to build the same thing over here. Alright, that's it for the TNT dupers. Now you want to get up here somehow. Now you want to get some sticky pistons, and have some sticky pistons face into, okay, that dropped, doesn't matter much. Anyway, just place it like that, and next you want to place another one, okay, whatever. Just make sure the sticky pistons are facing into here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the placement of those. Next, you want to get some glazed terracotta. This is actually something maybe you should have done before, so my bad on that one. But you just want to go here and place 4 glazed terracotta blocks like that. The ones in the middle don't matter. It's just a bit easier to place. The ones that matter is this one and that one. They pretty much just stop the flying machine when they come back. Next, you want to place 4 slime blocks like that. You want to get your observers and droppers, and one place observer in there, and another observer right there. Next, get a dropper, place it there, doesn't matter which way it's facing, and get a sticky piston and place it like that, so it faces in here and grabs this section. Now you want to go up here, build a Tetris shape, just like this, out of the slime blocks, and then you want to get 2 observers and place them at the ends there and there. Anyway, now you want to place a redstone block there, and just some glazed terracotta over here in this shape. Next, you want to get a redstone repeater like that, facing away from here, and then another one facing away from this. Next, you want to get a piston and place it there. Next, we're going to go over here, place a sticky piston like that, then place another one like that, and another one like here. Just, if I can place it there, just like that. Next, you want to place 3 slime blocks here, and you want to get an observer and place it right here. That this piston is going to be pushing the observer back and forth there. Next, place updater pistons on these 2, and now you just want to place an observer like that with a slime block that's going to be powering this piston here. Next, you want to get a redstone block, an observer here, and a dropper right here. This one, yeah, no, like right there. So you want to go down here, back over here. And once you're here, you want to place a terracotta over here, and then 13 more, so 14 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And this is all the terracotta here you need. If I just turn on the schematic, you can see it's right there. This, if you're wondering, these smooth stone blocks here, they just mark out where that corner of the perimeter is going to be, so that doesn't matter. But you can see that my glazed terracotta is exactly where it should be, and yeah. So you can see this one was exactly the same. I just wanted to do it again, just so you don't have to go back into the other video to watch it again. But anyway, now I recommend you just break your scaffolding and get your shulker box back, and we can head on to the other corner. So for the next corner, I'm going to be going that way, so clockwise. So we finished the small one here. Now we're gonna go along this trench and go over to a big one over here. Right, so here on this corner, you can see it's a bit offset. If you remember from last video, I told you that the world eater sticks out here a little bit, so we're gonna have to go 8 extra blocks out of here because technically this should be the corner chunk, but again, because of how the World Eater works, and because I'm too lazy to actually change the World Eater circuitry, we have to go out 8 more blocks here. Here, I'm gonna go up over here, so I'm at Y69 again, and you want to go out a bit more. And here, unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep using the slime blocks. But anyway, we want to go out 7 blocks from this chunk border. So this chunk border. Technically, the perimeter is only gonna go around here. But starting from this chunk border, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, chunk border right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now that you're here, you want to go out a bit more, just like that. Now you want to start building the TNT dupers. So this block is right on the edge of this chunk border, so you want to go 1, 2, and another block there, and we're gonna start building the TNT dupers as we did them over there. Just like that. I'm only gonna build the slime block structures for now. I'm gonna fill everything in later. But anyway, now you want to go 2, and then another slime block, 2 blocks, another one, 2 blocks, another one, and 2 blocks, and another one. So there's 2 block gap in between each of these individual slime blocks. Alright, I'm gonna turn my chunk borders off, but anyway, now we built all of these, and now we want to start placing in detector rails and all of the other stuff that goes in the TNT dupers. So we have detector rails, we need cobble walls, we need fans, and TNT. So cobble wall there, TNT there, and like that. Pretty much exactly the same as the other TNT dupers over there. And of course, you're going to need a minecart to go in there to power the detector rail. Right, but anyway, now we've finished up the TNT dupers, and now we want to start building the actual flying machine engine. I'm just going to take out all of this here because we don't need that scaffolding anymore, so we can just remove all of that. If you want, you can collect the slime. I have enough slime myself, so I don't really need it anymore. But anyway, now I'm just gonna staircase up here, just so everything's a bit easier to reach. I'm gonna place my shulker box over here off to the side, and I drop my cobble walls. Alright, so now anyway, we're gonna want to build a sticky piston behind each of these slime blocks here, just like we did before. I'm just trying to learn how to place them correctly here using Tweakeroo mod. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the previous video, but Tweakeroo mod makes everything a lot easier to build. Whether you're building like just for the sake of building, or if you're building a redstone contraption, Tweakeroo just makes it easier to place stuff exactly the way you want, if I can just get up there. So yeah, just keep placing in the pistons right here in the back, facing into the slime blocks, of course. Right, so now since we have 5 pistons, we're going to need to connect them a bit differently. So we're going to connect them like this. You skip a slime block there, another slime block there, and now you go like that. Now you want to get your observers out and just face observers into the piston like that. For this one, it's probably actually better to first place the observer, then the slime block there because the observer goes there. Trivial stuff like this doesn't really matter, so like if you place your observer, for example, like here or somewhere else, it doesn't matter as much just because we don't have anything else that would interfere. I would build it exactly how it's built though, just in case, but most stuff like the position of the observer doesn't really matter if it's placed like that or like that. Any way that powers the piston will be fine. Right now you want to place a dropper here. It's going to stop this slime block section. You want to place a dropper there and a dropper there. So it's right behind this piston. Next, place 2 observers there and there, and place some sticky pistons so that they're grabbing this section here, just like that. And in here, also, and there. Now we have 3 pistons grabbing 3 of the sections, and now you just want to connect them all like this. And to finish off, a final dropper there, and a final piston in the back there. So now if you fly up, it all looks like this. This kind of reminds me of how Mumbo Jumbo built his Ocean Maker machine, just how he made a bunch of pistons here, and then they were all connected in a sort of tree like that. Right, but anyway, now you want to build the same Tetris shape as we built over there. Now you want to get down here, you want to get out some glazed terracotta, and over here you want to place glazed terracotta off center from there, just so that it's kind of on a diagonal like that. And you want to place 4 of them, so there's 4 in total, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I forgot that we actually need to place some glazed terracotta in the back here. Basically just connecting all of these slime block pieces in the back here. Okay, yeah, so we're just gonna finish that up like that and make sure it's so that the slime block bumps against this glazed terracotta here. Basically, it just stops these pistons from pulling these slime blocks out of over here, because then we wouldn't be able to push these pistons and yada yada yada. So anyway, alright, but anyway, that's 2 done. There's that one, and there's that one, and now we're gonna continue clockwise. So I'm just gonna go over there. I should get a rocket refuel soon. But anyway, we're over here at this corner now, and this one also has an offset, if you remember correctly. Right, so first I would suggest you to locate your corner. So our corner is about here. So if you remember, this is where the World Eater is, and we need to go off 8 blocks from here. So right around here is where our corner is. It doesn't really matter, but anyway, actually it kind of does matter. So this is the X direction of our corner, and I'm just going to pillar up until I'm at Y69. Okay, so here I'm at Y69, and now I'm going to go over to our corner. So again, this is the corner because this is our chunk boundary here, and we go off 8 blocks. But anyway, from here, it's really simple. You just go like that, and I was just getting rid of those blocks there because that's going to mix in with the slime blocks that we're going to be going on with here. But anyway, now you just want to place a slime block there, go 2 blocks off, place a slime block there, and again, do the same thing with the TNT duper. So just now you want to go over to the final corner and build our last big trencher. I just had a creeper explode here. But anyway, now we're at this corner. The actual corner of the perimeter would be here at the corner of this chunk border. So if I remember correctly, those 2 were offset by 8 blocks. This one is going to be right on the edge of this perimeter of this chunk border. So just so that we're all at even footing, I'm going to get to the corner of the perimeter right here. So this is this corner. Now you want to get to Y69. Now we're at Y69, and you want to go back into here. So, as I said, I was just at this corner to be on even footing with y'all. But now we want to go in 2 blocks. So that's 1, 2. And now you want to start placing more scaffolding blocks here, just like that. Now, anyway, the first one you want to go is 1, 2, 3 blocks in, right here. And you want to place one every 3rd block from now on. That there's 5 of them in total. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you want to build up the normal TNT duper as always. Right now I'm going to take a backup of my world just because I don't want everything to crash and me to lose all my progress if it does crash. Right, I backed it up. You could see up there it was actually 270 megabytes. That's because mostly of the end city rating I have done. But anyway, now what you want to do to launch them is first, of course, place some sort of a bot in the middle. I should actually get some more rockets because it would be a shame to run out of rockets and everything breaking because of that. Actually, completely forgot I have some rockets in my ender chest, so I should just get that. Alright, with all those rockets done, now you just want to make sure you're in the center chunk. So I just lit up my center chunk with torches just so that I know where it is. And I'm just gonna spawn a player, just any player, could be bot. Now it's time to launch everything. So let me go over the sequence before I actually start launching stuff. This is that you know what you have to do. So first, you go up here, you place a powerful block here. Then you fly over to the next station really quickly and place another powerful block in the exact same spot and keep going around that way counterclockwise. Next, so all of them will be flying around now, but because this is in the square, I'm pretty sure it's because of that these flying machines will actually get out of sync and they will crash into each other. For that not to happen, every 5 to 10 minutes, you want to go around here, you want to remove the block, and go there, remove the block, remove the block, remove the block, effectively shutting down this whole system. Once they're all shut down, then you want to go back and restart them if you need to. And you want to continue that cycle, so let them run for 10 minutes, then shut them off, then shut them back on, so that at the end, this whole trench is cleared. And yeah, so I'm gonna start doing that now. I recommend using a slime block so that it's easier to break it when you're done, but anyway, here goes. So I'm gonna place it in, I'm gonna quickly go over to the next one, and I'm gonna start that one as well. Hopefully I built these all correctly. Okay, that one's off as well. And now I'm going off to the next one here, so hopefully that works as well. By the sound of things, it did. And now I'm gonna go over to the final one, and I started this one as well. Now it seems that I forgot to place a TNT here. I'm gonna place it back in when all of these stop. But anyway, I'm just gonna let them run now for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna stop. So now we've finished the trenches. One small note is obviously you do have to be going around here and removing the liquids because the trenchers don't have sweepers. That's the World Eater's job, so when we build the World Eater, that'll have sweepers, you won't have to remove liquids here at all. But here you do have to remove liquids, it's quite a pain, but it's something you have to do to make sure the trenchers work properly. So my recommendation on how to remove them is for water, I would suggest using sponges, and for lava, I would suggest getting your inventory full of buckets and just turn on fast right click, so that you can click really fast, and then you just hold down right click on the lava. Yeah, but anyway, now you can look at our finished product. You can see here we have a 15 wide trench, and here we have a 3 wide trench, so at least 3 wide. It matters that it's at least 3 wide. You can see it's a bit wider than 3 blocks, but yeah, and here it would be at least 15 wide to be a proper trench so that the World Eater can fit inside of it. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. If you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.